I didn't discover these techniques overnight. They evolved over time. A lot of them were developed side by side with past mentor students. I started working with my mentor students, doing the coaching, meeting with them in person at the buying events, communicating with them through our groups, individually, by phone, email, snail mail. From there, I started partnering with these folks, doing deals together, testing new ideas, and building our businesses together. By working together, the learning curve and the testing process for all our new ideas was dramatically reduced. Over the past couple of years, we've made more advances and progress in our methods than I'd done in the past decade by myself. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And by the way, if you haven't figured it out by now, I have a 6-month personal mentor program, and if you want to get involved, just drop me a line. I won't apologize for the price. It's pretty expensive for most people, almost as much as going to a community college for a semester. I'm also very selective about who I allow into it. I used to be willing to let just about anyone in, but I discovered if you want a quality group of people, you better do some screening. Now, I don't care if you're rich or poor. I don't care if you're black or white or brown or purple. I don't care what God you pray to or what your gender is or who you love. I get great value and energy from having a diverse group of people and ideas around me to help me grow and learn. And anyone who doesn't want that is not welcome in my group. My biggest criteria is not that you are an experienced investor or have a bunch of knowledge or money or credit, but that you have a good attitude, that you bring positive energy to my group, that you agree to follow through with what I teach you, and that you share what you learn with everyone else in the group. This is a little family I've got here, and I'm very protective of it. The last thing I want are whiners or complainers or negative people in my group. This stuff will never work for them. And I hate to be harsh here, but if you choose to continue your life as a defeatist, always negative, always whining and complaining, there is no hope for you. Those poor folks are living in their own self-imposed concentration camp, and they'll be there until they make a conscious decision, a choice to break free. It is possible. I know. Easy to talk about, but not always easy to do. But if you can believe that it's possible, and you're willing to take action, actually do the work necessary, do the things I teach, you will succeed. I guarantee it. So if I don't think they have the right attitude, I don't take a chance on them anymore. Get your emotional act together before you come work with me. I'm not saying you have to be the Pope or some godlike figure. I'm just saying you have to bring a positive energy to the group. You gotta want to learn and be willing to put the things I teach into action. Anyway, I get off on a tangent sometimes when I'm talking about the mentor group because it's a group that's very close to my heart. Most of the people in it become my friends, and it's something I work very hard to grow and nurture. This group has been the crucible for many of the systems and automation ideas that I'm teaching you here today. The testing ground for some of the most unconventional, cutting-edge, mind-blowing new techniques to come to real estate investing in the past century. Using these methods, you can do deals in a matter of minutes. You can do them from your house and never even have to leave. The deals will not close unless they're good deals. You don't have to worry about getting stuck with a stinker. You never have to put your finances at any risk with this method. There are no down payments, and you never use your credit. You're able to leverage your profits so that you can make literally hundreds or thousands, or if you're like some of my students, millions of dollars without having to get a single loan or use your credit. And most important, when you get it set up right, you can put it all on autopilot and have it run like a well-oiled machine. All you need is a computer and access to the internet. It doesn't take long to get going and start making cash money. If you follow through with my step-by-step system, and like I said before, you don't even need all this technology to get started. You can use the same simple techniques that I teach my mentor students at every buying event to buy properties immediately without money or credit. When I have them buy these houses at the events, all they have to work with is a simple script I've written for them, a cell phone, and a website like Craigslist or Zillow with the real estate classified ads. It's really that simple. And it's even more simple if you use the auto marketer. I call this simple technique the Ferrant method. It's not my only technique, but I think it's the easiest one for beginners to get started making money in a very short period of time. This has been the breakthrough technique that gets virtually everyone going, making money very, very quickly, sometimes within hours, usually within 3 to 4 months. But then once you learn this basic model, then you can use my methods to automate the entire process and turn your computer into a real estate money-making machine. I know it sounds dramatic, and you know what? It is. It absolutely is dramatic when you see how it all comes together. I wake up to the system every morning. It's working right here at my home, on my computer, while I sleep, while I spend time with my family, while I go out and enjoy my life and my friends, while I make movies and follow my other dreams. I sometimes forget how truly amazing it really is. It's almost mundane to me these days. But I think that if you came to my home and you sat next to me for a few hours and watched how it all works, it would blow you away. You can't do that. I like to work by myself without distractions. But my mentor program is the next best thing.